We're going to pay attention to them, but we're going to start with some numbers that weren't so great, but were not surprising as well. And that is new home sales. So every month, of course, we get this data from the Census Bureau. And like I said, not surprising, low inventory levels continue to impact the housing market as new home sales fell to start the year, according to the monthly Census Bureau report. Not surprising. I mean, we see what's happening. There was a great video that someone posted in Raleigh. It was a real estate agent, and it was an open house, about $250,000, which is very cheap in Raleigh. And it was like a madhouse. There were so many people who showed up. It looked like they were giving away, I don't know what, free concert tickets, free money, whatever it may be. There were so many people. Everyone's trying to find somewhere to park. They're trying to look at this house. A house goes on the market, and it's like vultures are on it. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that there's not a lot of inventory, and people want to buy. They're worried about what's going to happen with interest rates. They're looking at projections for what's going to happen this year with housing, and so they want to get into a home. There's just not a lot of homes out there. So month over month, sales of new single-family homes fell 4.5% to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 801,000. Economists had projected a smaller drop of 1.2%. So kind of a big miss there. And looking at the year-over-year data is even worse. Sales of new homes fell 19.3% compared to January 2021. So clearly there is an inventory issue. Because like I said, demand is not the problem. So how are new home sales falling when all these people want to buy homes? The inventory is not there. Prices, of course, when inventory is low and demand is high, they are going up. And, well, yeah, that's what's happening. Month over month, the median sales price was up 12% to $423,300. This is up 22.1% from 1 year ago. And it's also important to note that this is looking at, the median price, and there probably are not, unfortunately, a lot of affordable homes being built. And so that's why you're going to see that number jump. I mean, it's not saying that home prices are up 12% month over month. That's not what that means. That just means this gives you an indication, I should say, of what is happening with the overall market, and higher priced homes are the ones that are getting sold because there are no lower priced homes. That's one of the biggest issues that's impacting the housing market, and this is another indicator of that. The average sales price was up 8.6% month over month to $496,900. That is up 14.9% from 1 year ago. And as I mentioned, inventory levels were up slightly, 406,000 to end the month, which represents a supply of 6.1 months, which is up slightly from December when it was 6 months. And looking at year over year, interestingly enough, inventory levels were up 32.2% year over year, which at the time was a 4-month supply. So the inventory levels are up and the month supply is up, but don't let that fool you because of what is happening with demand. So just continued very tight housing market, not a lot of inventory out there, better than it was last year, but we are also seeing this big uptick in demand. I'm very interested to see what happens with those February numbers, because I can tell you February there's a lot going on. A lot of people saying, I want to lock in. I want to, buy before rates go up even more. Because in January, we were seeing rates start to move up, but man, they really kicked in at the end of January and the beginning of February. So I think you're going to see a big flurry in February. That would be my projection.